Welcome to this June 14th, 2026 YouTube live stream. I'm your host, Justin Mack with McDermott Media here at the Freedom Podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Consider becoming a member. Want to thank you, new members. Recently added some new members. I appreciate all the new members. Thanks for joining. I'll be adding more content to the members only page soon. Appreciate you. We're the new ones, Gabe and Steve. For the new people who joined, appreciate you for joining. Shout out Brett, Rhea. Shout out Michael. Appreciate you. Shout out to the rest of the members. We're getting close to, I think it's up around 50 members. I think we're around 5 members away from 50 members. So maybe we can hit 50 members today. Get 5 more people to become members today in this live stream. We're talking police officers fired. Police officers owned and fired live. Hopefully we get a smoother live stream. I see a few of my live streams weren't as smooth as I'd like them to be, so I reduced some of my reduced it down, so I should be better. Clear stream, the bit rate, lowered the bit rate. Should get a clear stream today. We'll go back and check it out after the fact and see. May have to go back to doing the vertical live streams again. I was there for a year plus straight. I was doing all vertical live streams, and those seem to get more viewership, get more people in your streams. You're able to reach more people through the platform, through the app. They really push the vertical live streams through the shorts feed, through the YouTube shorts. I may do a few like that, but I've gotten away from doing those for maybe the last 6 months or so. Let's get some likes in here and we'll dive right into it. Police officers owned and fired live. We've got several MDOC, Michigan Department of Corrections personnel and contractors, officers arrested, charged, fired. Many incidents. They always say that most of the contraband smuggled into these prisons is done by the guards, by the MDOC personnel and contractors themselves. They're the ones bringing it in, most of it. 2024, Joshua Evans, a corrections officer at Parnell Correctional Facility, Jackson, Michigan, formerly the largest walled prison in the world, was arrested in July and charged with smuggling narcotics into the prison. He later pled guilty and was sentenced to 90 days in jail and 2 years probation. Wow. Dirty prison guard. Dirty jailer. Thomas Daughtry, another corrections officer at the Parnell facility in Jackson, Michigan, was arrested for smuggling contraband and furnishing drugs to a prisoner. Keistering several packages in and out of into the facility, into the prison. Thomas Daugherty keistering. Arrested, charged for keistering contraband and smuggling into the prison. That's disgusting. Oh, I'm telling you, been telling you for years, you want to see some of the worst society has to offer. Go stand outside of a prison at shift change. Go stand outside of a county jail at shift change. You'll see the worst of the worst society has to offer when all these guards, prison guards, jail guards come in and out of the prison. Some of the worst of the worst, dealing with those convicts all day, those inmates every day, all day, counting black people all day. That's not a job I'd want, being a prison guard, correction officer. All you do is sit around one black guy, two black guys, three black guys, four black guys. Count black guys. All the Muhammad, Ibrahim, Abdullah, Dequarius, Condavius. Yeah, we got them all. We're coming inside. Got them all. We got all 25 black guys, one white guy for failure to pay child support. On our way in, boss. Got all 25 black guys for their 25th violent crime. Finally got them locked away in prison. Got a judge to send them away. Got our one white guy for failure to pay child support, unpaid traffic tickets. Coming on in, boss. What a scam. MDOC's full of dirty cops, dirty officers. Renee Nelson, a mental health professional employed by MDOC, arrested and charged for SA with an inmate. Disgusting. Not a First Amendment auditor, not a cop watcher, not a YouTube creator, citizen journalist. No, so-called mental health professional with MDOC, Michigan Department of Corrections. Guards, officers. Nicholas Leslie, a deputy warden at the Cooper Street Correctional Facility, Jackson, Michigan, arrested. Facing serious charges of DV and misconduct involving inmates. And the list goes on and on for Michigan Department of Corrections. Misconduct, corruption, cruel and unusual punishment, violation of your 8th Amendment rights. Yeah, you still get some rights even when you're locked away. You do have some rights in America, at least. Very few. That takes us on to 6th Amendment, unreasonable bail set. One shall not have unreasonable amount of bail set. Exorbitant amounts exorbitant amounts. Like, for example, in Texas right now, Jake Lang's bond is $1 million for he's facing terrorist threats for using words outside the Carmelo Anthony trial where he was easily convicted of his crime, his horrific crime against Austin Metcalf. Thankfully, that super predator's locked away for at least 17 years, not long enough. Should be life. It should be capital punishment, frankly. That should be immediate capital punishment. Why should we be paying for Carmelo Anthony for the next 17 years to 35 years while he's in prison? That super predator should never get out again. That's a big waste of money. You know, we've got millions and millions of super predators out there that need to be locked away, incarcerated. We don't have enough bed space. We need to bring capital punishment back, public capital punishment. Try to stop some of this violent crime from these super predators. We don't have enough bed space for them. That's why a lot of these super predators, blacks, and all these teen takeovers, all these blacks and foreign illegals, foreigners, we don't have enough bed space for them all. They can't round up all the hundreds of them that are out there on the streets and lock them all up. They don't have enough cell space, bed space. They got too many white guys in there for failure to pay child support to their baby's mamas out sleeping with Daquarius. Out sleeping around with Edgar from Venezuela. All you white Christian men out there, don't fall for it. Don't fall for that scam. Don't get on the hook for that. The system's rigged against you. You'll be working 80-hour work weeks so you can pay your baby's mama while you never get to see your kids. You'll never get to see your kids, but you better work your 80-hour work weeks. Hammer out all those live streams so you can pay that child support. So your baby's mama can go out sleeping around with Daquarius and Edgar straight from Venezuela. Then you got these men, these cuck men. There's a lot of cuck men I see. I've been getting more people been following me over on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, go follow us over on Facebook, Freedom News Now, over my personal page, Justin McDermott page. You can find us over there, friend us over there. I'm accepting all friend requests, building that back up. But I've been seeing a lot of people I hadn't seen in quite a while, and a lot of them, some of them, seeing. I'm not gonna say too much about it, but I guess people can live their lives how they want to live it. But some of the pretty disappointing in some of the things I'm seeing, but maybe some of the people probably don't like some of the content I put out, so it is what it is. But yeah, I'm accepting all friend requests over there on both pages, multiple pages. Brandon, welcome. Appreciate you, Brandon. Holding them accountable, keeping them accountable. We're talking. Started out, opened up with Michigan Department of Corrections officers who've been arrested, charged, fired. Now we're on to Jackson, Michigan prosecutor Allison Batestein fired by Henry Zavislak. Now she's been appointed to be a judge by the governor who faked her own kidnapping with the FBI. I mean, corruption runs so deep, it's disgusting. It's sickening. Former assistant prosecutor, now fired, Allison Bates Stein, the tiny hat lawyer all the way from California, appointed by George Soros, somehow found her way into the birthplace of the Republican Party, Jackson, Michigan, specifically put in to become a judge by Gretchen Whitmer after being fired by Big Hank Zavislak. Big Hank, he knew a dirty cop when he saw one. He knew a corrupt lawyer when he saw one. Big Hank fired her. He said, "You're out of here." Jackson County prosecutor Hank Zavislak confirmed that Allison Batestein no longer worked for his office, would not comment further. Allison Batestein's just got appointed judge by dirty, corrupt governor who faked her own kidnapping with the FBI, Gretchen Whitmer. Got put in as a judge after she was fired as a prosecutor by Big Hank Zavislak. Then you go on to Google and you look at it. Google's trying to cover up for it. Google's trying to say, no, she wasn't fired. And then you go back and look at all the articles. Every single one says she was fired. Google's trying to cheat and cover up for Allison Batestein because she's a dirty prosecutor, got fired, and was appointed to become judge. Nobody wants her there. She's up for election this year for the first time. She'll probably run unopposed. You got to be a member of the same secret society, the Jackson County Bar Association, to oppose. Usually they don't run against their own bar association members. Because if you're a new lawyer, just got admitted into the club, the secret society, the Jackson County Bar Association, you're not going to run against a judge, the chief secret society member in your club. If you do and you lose, you'll never see a court case in there. You'll get blackballed out of the county bar association. That's how it works. If you don't play ball, then you get blackballed out of the bar association, and you got to find a new bar association to get admitted in, a new club, a new secret society. Yeah, so she'll probably run unopposed like they always do. Well, I'll continue to expose her. Was fired by Hank Zavislak. I don't care if Google tries to hide it or not. Tries to rig all the trying to rig all the sites that pop up. I'll continue to expose it. Jackson County D12. Those of you that are participating in these elections coming up, remember that come election time. We'll see. We'll be coming back to it. We'll find out, see if I'm right, my prediction's right, see if she runs unopposed. They won't talk about it. They won't talk about it at all. Sometimes they just put a fake person up there just to make it look like they have an opponent. I'll be keeping an eye on it. I'll be exposing this California feminist tiny hat lawyer, non-Christian lawyer, straight from California. George Soros plant, Allison Bates-Stein. Remember that come election time, all you voters, get her out. She's not good. Hank Zavislak fired her because all she was doing was protecting illegal aliens, foreign invaders. And now she's a judge flooding Jackson, Michigan with thousands of foreign invaders from the most dangerous parts of the third world, from Somalia, from Venezuela. You can have hundreds more Edgars in your community from Venezuela, thousands more Mohammeds from Somalia in your community, thanks to Allison Bates-Stein and Michael Clarenstein. Another judge flooding your community, all the while arresting the white Christian Native American, stripping you of your First Amendment rights, stripping you of your Second Amendment rights, and then flooding your community with thousands of the most dangerous criminals from the third world. Yeah, it's going on right in Jackson, Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan. It's been fully invaded. Kalamazoo, Michigan, Battle Creek, Michigan, Lansing, Michigan. Full on invasion, takeover, unrecognizable, completely unrecognizable. The state of Michigan. And you can't expect the police to do anything about it because most of the police are green card cops, H-1B cops, visa cops, Officer Mohammed, Officer Singh, Officer Abdullah, Officer Saeed, Officer Delgado, straight from Venezuela, Officer Gutierrez, straight from Mexico, Officer Garcia, straight from Mexico, Officer Villarreal, straight from Venezuela. Yeah, these police officers, they're not your father's police officers. There's very, very few, maybe 1% of them left. This new police force in America weaponized against a white Christian Native American. They're all foreign invaders turned cop. Foreign invaders weaponized as police officers, as a new police force. You better read up on your history. Read up on what's taking place. There's a reason for all the mass migration, mass miscegenation by the tiny hats flooding America to destroy the Christians. You got to rise up, do your part, stand up, stand by, protect your blood, protect your soil, protect your Christian identity, protect your culture. Delhi, welcome. Appreciate you. So yeah, I mean, I'm fully support the police, but when the police are selling us out, selling out the Christian American, the police are weaponized against the American citizen and weaponize the foreign invaders against us. You know, I can't support that. If they were out arresting many of these foreigners that are flooding our community, maybe your community is not like mine. But we just had another family move into our community from Somalia or Haiti. They're not from my area, not from my community. I don't know how long they'll be in the community for. Everybody's arming up. People are arming up, exercising their Second Amendment rights because even in our community's been fully invaded with foreigners, flooded communities flooded by our own government. And then when you stand up to it, when I stand up to it, I get arrested. You get arrested. I get thrown in a slammer. Get my Second Amendment rights taken away from me. Look at Chud the Builder right now. Chud's locked away for self-defense for using a word because he used a word out in public. Jake Lang, he's locked away with Sixth Amendment violations, unreasonable bail amounts, bond amounts. $1 million for using words. It's all about silencing Jake, all about silencing the white Christian Native American. Your voice is too loud, too powerful. You may need to become tribal. Every other culture is allowed to become tribal. They're allowed to organize, group up, organize. You know, the cities are becoming, where it's not affordable to live in a lot of communities. You can't live in a third of most cities, most large cities in America. At least a third of the city is uninhabitable. They're ghettos, they're hoods, there are no white people, no reasonable, educated person wants to live in any of these. Non-criminals want to live in these a third of the city, largest cities. You know, they're full of blacks, foreigners, super predators, criminals that get 20, 30 chances to commit violent crimes, keep getting let go by Judge Mohammed, Judge Islam. Hit that like tab. I see we're getting those likes in here. Smash that like tab. We gained a few new members. Appreciate you new members that joined. Steve, Gabriel, Brett, Michael. Appreciate the new members. We're about 5 members away from 50 members. Join the Team One Army, become a member, get access to those members only videos. Looking to add new members only videos here soon. So consider joining. We're fan funded, viewer funded. Ja. It's fire. Appreciate you, Ja. Fire 'em up. Fire 'em up, Ja. I might have to get back out on the front lines, Ja, out there by the courthouse, start doing some more reporting. I expect to see you out there if I'm out there covering some stories. Well, if I'm live, I don't know if I'll be live or not. If I'm live, it's been getting more dangerous going live out there. A lot of people want to try to stream snipe you and jump you. Been jumped a few times. Last time I was live streaming, I had the courthouse send some parolees out with multiple felonies, send them out there trying to instigate, provoke a fight with me. I had to get ready to use pepper spray, Smurf spray to defend myself. They'll do anything to silence you, to get you on paper, get you in their system. They sent one of their thugs out there that was on probation, parole, trying to provoke me to get me to slip up, mess up, so they could get me on paper, but it didn't work. They failed. And their lackey almost got smurfed on top of it. Got owned and almost got smurfed. I appreciate y'all. So thankful, so grateful for each and every one of you. I thank you for watching these live streams. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, sharing, subscribing to our YouTube channel. We also have a Hamtramck city manager fired. This has been going trending, viral. Hamtramck, Michigan has been fully conquered. They fully submitted to Sharia law, to India. Hamtramck City Council fired their city manager, Adel El Adlani, marking the fourth change in the position in under a year. The mayor, the, the new mayor, Mohammed Hassan, introduced a motion to fire El Adlani without prior notice. Mayor Adam Al Harbi argued bypass the city charter. Councilman Youssef Saeed claimed El Adlani racked up over 20 violations, worked against the system. Oh, can't imagine that. All these foreign invaders by these last names, by these names. Saeed Amir Hassan has taken over as a new chief acting city manager. I mean, you can't make this up. Hamtramck, Michigan, used to be a Polish community, European community, now fully conquered, fully invaded by foreigners from India, Mumbai, India, Delhi, India, Punjabi, India, from Afghanistan, Michigan's number one foreign invaders from Iraq. What were you over there fighting for in the Forever War? That's what we were all told fighting over there. 2006, Fallujah, Battle of Fallujah. We were all told we're fighting over here so we don't have to fight on American soil. Working the burn pits over in Fallujah, fighting over there in Fallujah. For what? We were told we were fighting over there so we wouldn't have to fight them over here on our own soil in America. 20 plus years later, they just fully invade us, bring them all over here by the millions and put them in our communities anyway. Now we're all old, missing limbs, millions with mentally ill, PTSD. Now we're all like 50 years old, past our prime. Told if we went over there to fight when we were younger in our prime, we wouldn't have to fight them over here on U.S. soil. Then we get old and tired,